Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast. I am Mike Day, and for
I'm
this
here.
this very special edition of the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast, I am joined by Brandon Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so a
a
little
little later
after,
than we normally do it. Yeah.
a little after Christmas special
Yeah.
podcast for the off-season show of the Expert Suck. If you're joining us for the first time, we are a sports betting podcast that likes to think and kind of brands ourselves as going against the experts' picks. Started as a football, NFL, and college football show, and Brandon and I carried on, and we do PGA Tour, UFC, and NASCAR. Currently, there's no PGA Tour events or UFC events until January. There are English Premier League games, so we do that. NASCAR doesn't come back till February. And this coming Sunday, 2 days from now, is the very first opening day of the second season of the TGL Indoor Golf League.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a deep dive into that today and let you know who all the players are and what they do. And we kind of find it fun and why we find it fun and why we're going to make it part of the podcast.
It's cool.
So, Brandon,
Something
as we
different.
usually start, I'll give
Oh,
you your 2
yeah.
minutes of fantasy football before we jump
Okay.
in.
So it's kind of a 2-weeker at this point. Because this would have been on Tuesday, so I would have been going over last week's, and then there have already been games this week. So I lost our semifinal game. I got crushed in our semifinal game. Like, I think I lost by like 60 or 70 points. Yeah.
Who did?
Well,
Yeah, who
literally
killed you?
everyone, and all the Eagles players. He had Jalen Hurts and Saquon. Let's see if I can see. I don't know if I can currently see, but he had Jalen Hurts, Saquon, JSN.
Oh,
Yeah, it was rough. I'm trying to find it. Here you go.
yeah. Somebody else went off last week.
Jalen Warren had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
He also had Chase Brown, who had 3 touchdowns.
yeah.
And then Zay Flowers had a touchdown. Harold Fannin had 2
So basically,
touchdowns.
every guy he had in his lineup scored.
Yeah, and then my only good player was Bijan.
Oh,
Drake
oof.
London didn't do anything. Bucky didn't do anything.
Yeah.
RJ Harvey too. He did well, but it was 127 to 198.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrible.
So this week you're
So I'm playing for third.
playing for third, and
Yeah.
we talked about last night that you don't know what the
Yeah,
payouts
I'm
are.
not quite sure what
That's something
my league mates.
you should know before you get into a fantasy football
I don't
league.
know. They're kind of all over the place, and our commissioner, he does a decent job of keeping us in order, but also he could probably do better. And with some like seasonal reminders and all that stuff, he really runs. I don't know. It's the group of people are we don't help him at all.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Okay.
that. They're
All
not
right.
very helpful at keeping things in order. So
Yeah, long story short, that was probably a minute 30 too long.
yeah.
I was feeling it right there, B.
Yeah.
So yeah, your league needs to get a little bit more tighten up those rules, tighten up the
Yeah. We really
format before next season.
I was like, I think I get my money back. I was talking to
Maybe,
Kamish the other
but you
day.
don't know.
I don't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got my money back. And then his little brother's in the league with us, and he's like, I don't know about this. I don't think they should. And first and second should get higher payouts. So
See, that's why it should be set before the season starts, not when the two guys that make it to the championship are like, oh no, we should just get more.
well, the Kamish, it was in dead last this year, so it was the other guy.
Okay.
I played low bro. That's why.
All right.
But anyways,
Well,
third place.
yeah.
See how it goes.
All right.
Starting off strong with
Third
OJ
out of
Harvey
10.
and
Third out
Dak,
of 10 is
so
not bad.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we typically do here is we will review last week's picks, give a recap of what went on in all three of the sports that we're covering right now. And then we'll get into this upcoming week and weekend, which starts tomorrow morning with the EPL, English Premier League soccer games. Um, and then I think we'll have some action to cover on Sunday, or at least talk about. So last week there was a PGA mixed LPGA event called the PNC Championship in Orlando, Florida. So this was the two-person scramble: father, son, son, father, daughter, father, mother, son, any type of mixture of a parent and child,
Family.
family, with golfers that can play golf. So just let's go over that real quick. Um,
Yeah, the Kuchar boys won.
yeah,
Matt Kuchar and then his son.
yeah,
Dude, his son can he can hit a ball a mile, dude.
yeah. And
It's
they
it's
won
really
by
good.
quite a bit. They were like 33 under
Yeah.
over Davis Love, and I believe Davis Love played with his son. And then John Daly and his son were at 26 under. So I don't know if anybody got a chance to watch any of that, but it's fun. I mean, it's all just it's like any other Saturday or Sunday round at your local golf course with all your buddies. A lot of back and forth, a lot of
Yeah.
razzing, a lot of chatter, a lot of jokes. So good
Yeah,
on
it's a
them.
fun the
Um,
end of the golf season of PJ Tours, fun to watch.
yeah, they do
Um,
some special things. I mean, before they get serious again in
yeah.
January.
The Daly boys and Davis Love, the Love tandem. I don't know who else played in that. They tied for second.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, good on them. It's fun to watch. This weekend, there's no PGA or LPGA Tour event, but we will get into the TGL on Sunday, and we'll have a deep dive into that coming up. There was no UFC last week. UFC is on hold until um, January 24th, but I did do a little note here. So do we want to cover this a little bit?
Yeah, this is can be helpful for some people.
Mm-hmm.
The numbered event, all of UFC actually is heading over to Paramount Plus starting the new year on the 1st. So that first fight and then anything else that is involved in the UFC, the Contender Series, Ultimate Fighter, and then as you put here, you also get to watch old fights.
Yeah,
So
if you want to go back and look at any legendary fights or whatever, they'll have
yeah,
an on-demand library of the older fights. But so, like we kind of predicted, you do have to have a subscription to Paramount Plus, and then once you get that, your monthly subscription, you do have to sign up for the additional UFC package, which is $59.99 for the entire year.
yeah,
Which that's
which is
actually great.
it's way cheaper than buying a pay-per-view fight once a month.
Which was 89,
It was like
right?
80 to yeah, it was like 80 $90, something around there.
Yeah, depending on the fight, they would do $7.99, $79.99, or $89.99.
So the one pay-per-view fight, the first month is less than if you get your Paramount Plus account and you sign up for the UFC package or whatever it is. It's probably going to be right around or a little less than a regular pay-per-view
Yeah,
fight that
what
you
would
only
you
get
would pay
once a
for
month.
one pay-per-view fight. So you're getting all of them for the year with Paramount Plus and the UFC package. So we'll be doing that, and it'll be great. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be a good change.
Yeah,
I think it's going to get a lot more people to come in and watch the UFC
yeah, a few more
as
eyes on it. So I think that's what Dana's hoping
so
for.
I'm
So
assuming a lot of people already have a Paramount Plus account to watch movies and shows and whatnot.
yeah, the Taylor
So then
Sheridan
just
Network.
throw in an extra $60. Don't buy dinner 2 nights out of the month.
Yeah, don't go to Starbucks for 1 week and you're going to be good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so looking forward to that. And that first fight, I think, gets started January 24th or something like that, is the first Saturday UFC event. I think Dana's trying to do a numbered event. A lot of his fighters that were supposed to be on that schedule have kind of dropped out because of either injuries or personal matters or things like that. So,
It's the 24th. It's Gaethje and Pimblett.
oh yeah, for the
Yeah.
vacated lightweight belt,
Mhm.
I believe.
So then there's another title fight with Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes.
Yes.
And then Sean O'Malley's fighting. Derek Lewis is fighting. Rose Namajunas is fighting. The
Our
Davison Figueiredo, Omar Namo.
yeah,
There's a lot of big names.
that's a good card. Our Instagram account has been pretty on brand as far as the Kayla Harrison Amanda Nunes fight because the controllers of the Instagram account feel like Kayla's going to knock her back into retirement.
Yeah. Well, there's another numbered event the week after too. On the
Oh,
or that's the 31st. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh, two in a row.
you get two for the price of one in 1 month.
Yeah, Dana
You'd be
is
paying $160 if this wasn't on Paramount.
Dana's starting with a bang. Yeah. So you're already getting a good value right off the first month.
Yeah.
So awesome. Good on him. Yeah, but take in that first. I don't even know what the number is. What's the number be? The UFC what?
320, 324 and
Three
325.
324. Take in 324 for sure
Yeah.
on January 24th. That's gonna be a big one. So a lot to talk about as that approaches in the next couple weeks. Okay, here we go. Let's do this quickly. Boy, oh boy. So sorry again, Spotify listeners. You're not seeing these slides that I'm bringing up for our English Premier League picks last week. But YouTube subscribers and YouTube listeners and YouTube watchers, you're getting to see these, even if you watch it on the replay. Okay, so EPL Matchweek 17 picks. First one was green here, Chelsea versus Newcastle. We had Chelsea or draw, and it had to be 2 to 4 goals. And why did I not put the final score on these matches?
I gotcha.
Talk that through, B.
Yeah. I'll look them up right now.
Oh, there it is.
Boom.
Last Saturday. Oh, the
It
final
was 2-2.
was 2-2. Okay. I'll do these and you look them up. So 2-2. So right in that 4-goal range. So that was actually a good win right there for us. And then the next one was one of the EPL teams that we root for. Yeah, Sunderland till I die versus Brighton. And again, we had them plus 1.5 plus 2.0 Asian handicap, meaning they get that advantage to start the match. And then what was the final on that one be?
That was a 0-0 draw.
A 0-0 draw, which is how very EPL of them to do that. And yeah, that's American sports fans. That is exactly what they expect from an English Premier League game is a 0-0 draw. And it drives them crazy if they don't really follow soccer or are into it or enjoy the beautiful game. So the next one. Oh, okay. The red one. This is West Ham versus Man City. Again, West Ham plus 1.5 or plus 2.0 Asian handicap. What was the final there?
Yeah, Man City won 3-0.
Okay, one of the plays that, and I think I'll probably play it just as a single bet, is the best player for Man City is a scoring machine. It's Erling
Yeah.
Haaland. I don't know. I'll have to go back and see if he has scored in every match so far this year. It seems like he does. But yeah, he's like an anytime goal scorer machine. And his odds probably aren't that great to score just one, but still, it may be plus money. I'll have to look and maybe I'll post it. But yeah, if you want somebody to score, just find on any of the sites, find Erling Haaland and play
He
that.
had two of the 3 goals.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the dude's just right now. I think he's the best player in the English Premier League. So one of the best players in the world, obviously. So the dude looks like a Viking. And then finally, on the final bet, we had Everton versus Arsenal, and Everton was plus 1.5 plus 2.0. You see a theme?
I do see a theme.
Asian handicap.
Yes.
Well,
Seems
hey,
to have hey, you had a good week this week.
yeah, using those bets, I
'Cause
only missed one of them.
yeah,
So,
because
yeah,
Arsenal won 1-0, so
yeah. So even with that Everton at plus 1.5, they hit that,
yeah.
and so got the full odds on that bet. So
Finally some green for you, Dad.
finally
It's
some sprinkles
a
hit.
good week for you.
Yeah, the overall record's still not great for English Premier League, but I'm learning the bet that I like and the bet that I favor, and the bet that does give us at least some decimal plus odds. So, yeah, but my overall record since I started doing EPL is 9-13, but a 3-1 week,
That
and
helps.
yeah, hopefully I figured out the bets that work. Okay. That is the three sports, but what I'm going to do B is let's just get into the EPL picks right now because that's not a bad segue uh, to carry on.
Yeah.
And now that we're just talking about this bet, I'll go kind of through them. But first one is Arsenal versus Brighton. Brighton. So what this does, this 1.5 2.0 Asian handicap kind of gives the underdog, you kind of even them out, right? So if you feel like Brighton is the underdog and the experts, the odds makers are making Arsenal a heavy favorite, then if you do the 1.5 2.0, they're starting the match with that advantage, right? So it kind of gives the underdog a head start in these matches. So Arsenal's supposed to win, but if we can just keep them within one goal, Brighton, then we're good. And that's not a bad decimal odds right there. That 1.525. The next one
No.
is West Ham versus Fulham, and this is going to be all the same kind of reasoning. But West Ham, um,
They haven't won
yeah, and they're at
in
home.
a long
Yeah,
time.
they're 0-5 in their last 5 matches. So this is why Fulham. I think the odds are pretty like almost 50-50, like minus 105 favorite to minus 110 favorite. So they're not. It's a draw could happen here for sure, and that's
Yeah.
where that plus 0.5 would come into play for Fulham. But yeah, West Ham is kind of on a 5 match 0 win streak. No wins, no draws.
Yeah.
And then here we got I didn't do any Man City, I don't think, but I'm going to do that one bet. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. And again, Chelsea's the short favorite. But Aston Villa, they're tough on the road. So
This is gonna be probably a really good soccer
yeah,
match
if
right
you're going to
here.
watch any of these at all, I think this would be a
Watch this
good
one.
one. Watch this one.
It's
Wake
two
up
of the
tomorrow.
best teams as of right now.
Yeah, wake up tomorrow morning, and Villa's on a 5 match win streak, so
Yeah.
it's probably the right side to back them with these odds. And then finally, Crystal Palace at Tottenham. Tottenham Spurs. Tottenham getting the one plus 1.0 plus 1.5 Asian handicap. A slight favorite, Crystal Palace at home, but um, the
Yeah.
touts are saying a draw could happen here. So playing that Asian handicap ahead for Tottenham is again plus odds.
Well, yeah. I think both teams coming off 2 losses as of right now, so
Yeah,
see how that goes.
yeah. So that's our picks for the EPL starting tomorrow. There are some Sunday games as well. Um, and so, what else do we have this weekend? No UFC, like we talked about. No PGA Tour, LPGA Tour. We can get into TGL. There was something I
TGL.
wanted to share though, Brandon, and this is something we talked about. Totally off topic, but I remembered it because Brad and I talked about it on the football show this morning. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
I'm excited. I don't know if you've told me about this.
I did. I told you about it.
Oh,
These
you
guys.
did? Well, then I don't
Mhm.
remember.
I told you about the college football experience.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, so guy on the left is Colby Dant. Guy on the right is Ryan McIntyre. They are the college football experience show. You can see the screen, right?
No.
Oh, I haven't transitioned it. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Transition. Other plays, one of our other sports that we're very interested in, and that is the TGL. And we said last week that we would do a deep dive into the TGL, and I shared these slides with you right before we came on.
Yep.
Spotify listeners, we're going to do our best to describe everything that's on each one of these slides. But this is the Tomorrow Golf League, started by Tiger Woods, a couple others, a lot of team owners, quote unquote. It's a team, and we'll get into this. It's a team league, and there are owners of these teams as well. So let's just slide one. Okay, so what is it? Brandon, if you want to cover some of this because you
Yeah.
have watched it and you understand it as well.
So it's an indoor golf simulator, but it's not your typical simulator as you may go to
Like a bar,
a bar or your local clubhouse. It's a IMAX, basically an IMAX theater that they put a
huge
TrackMan,
screen, huge screen.
and it's a huge screen, and then they got the TrackMan, and it record like it does everything a normal TrackMan or indoor golf simulator would do. But then behind them, also they're hitting off real grass, so it's real lies. They have rough fairway,
Fairway, sand.
bunker. Yeah, it's anything you could imagine. And then behind them, they have the chipping putting area. And this is starts out as a flat surface. The green starts out as a flat surface, but they're able to move and adjust the green to how it would be in real life. So, say there's a giant ridge up to the pin, up to the hole. They are able to adjust the green to where it goes higher or lower to whatever it actually simulates to in real life. So
Yeah, and
it's
they can
super cool.
spin it, they can turn it. There's
Yeah.
greens there's greenside
There's,
bunkers.
yes.
Um,
It's
so
basically a golf course in an arena.
in arena, it's SoFi Arena in Florida. Um, and so every match is only 15 holes. Each team has 4 golfers on the team, but only they play in triples.
Yes.
For the first what is it? The
It's like the first
first
9 holes or something like
9
that, you have the
holes, I
extra.
think, are triples, and it's alternate shot, right? And then when they get to the singles matches, it's head to head for like the last
Yeah.
six holes. Yeah, so right here, alternate shot, 3 golfers from each team play against the 3 from the opposing team. And then if they win the hole, each hole is worth a point, right? And that's
Yes.
important because there's something cool and unique to come that can change that. If they tie a hole, then no points are awarded for that hole, and then they move on, but it does not carry over.
Yes.
So the next hole isn't worth 2 points. Okay, next slide. And then the singles holes, which is holes 10 to 15, they play head to head. So each of the 3 active players, so the one on the bench does not play at all, play head to head singles matches. And you can see what the matchup rotation looks like, you know, for each team. So the first hole, it's team player A and player A from each team. Second hole, player B for like hole 11 through 14 and 14, and then 12 and
Yeah.
15. You can see that. And then let's talk about the scoring.
So each hole's worth 1 point. Winner, you get it. You get the point. And then no points if you tie it, whatever. And so the most points after 15 wins, obviously. And then they move up. They have rankings for this. So each team is ranked. So however many teams, and it's a normal ranking. And I think towards the end of the season, they do it like bracket style. I don't.
Yeah, like yep. And then here's some extras. And
Yes.
I'll do the overtime. You do the twist.
Yeah.
So if the match is tied after all the 15 holes, they go to an overtime, which is the best of the 3 players closest to the pin competition from like the side of the green. So they're chipping closest to the pin, 3 shots, and whoever gets closest out of all 3 wins. So the 2 shots that get closer than their opponents win the match in overtime. Now, here's where this is kind of a fun twist. Talk about this, B.
Yeah. So each team has a hammer, or they
3
have 3
hammers.
hammers that they can use throughout the match. So this hammer, it's kind of like a flag that they throw, kind of like in the NFL. But this hammer gets them increases the hole value by 1 point. So if they win that point, they get an extra one, and they can either boost their lead or bring a match closer. So it's really important for these teams to use their hammers in specific times. If they have a short lead and they want to extend it, or if they just want to extend their lead even more, or if they're trying to get a match to be closer, they can use this hammer. So it really brings in, like, you know, if someone really likes hole number 12, then give them hole number 12 and let them use their hammer to either bring a match closer or to even extend the lead of the team.
Yeah. So I believe, and I should have looked this up with this. Um, when the team throws the hammer, the other team has to accept it
Yes.
or forfeit the hole, I think,
Yes.
right? And only for 1 point. But if they accept it, then the hole is worth 2. So they can forfeit the hole and not accept the hammer for just 1 point. I believe that's true, but I'll have to look that up. That's one thing that didn't get covered in the rules when I did a search. Okay, so here's the season. And I don't have week 1 because week 1 is Sunday, December 28th.
It can be declined. I just looked it up.
Okay, nice. I wasn't talking out of my rear end.
Nope.
So the opening day matches are this Sunday, like I said, at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So they're kind of competing with NFL,
Football.
but that's okay. A lot of times people have 2 TVs. You have your laptop, you have your phone,
Smart TVs, you can split it.
smart TVs. You can split it, whatever. There's ways to watch it. So if you're interested, so the first match is the New York Golf Club versus the Atlanta Drive, and I think this is a rematch of the finals from last year, and that's why they're paired in this first match. You go through the teams.
Oh, your New York Golf Club team is Xander Schauffele, Cam Young, Ricky Fowler and Matt Fitzpatrick. And then Atlanta is Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, Billy Horschel, and Lucas Glover.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
I believe Atlanta Drive won the TGL season 1. So
I was looking at your
at the
the
slide,
rules and
yeah,
stuff, Dad. Sorry.
yeah. And the playoffs and finals aren't until like March. So this is a
It
pretty
goes
long
on for a
season.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look back at this slide, they're not messing around this season. Um, I don't know what all the days of the week are on all those dates, but we'll share that on the podcast. And here's the teams.
Which
So
it's super interesting because I think they went into the season last year and some players were like not playing because they had a big week in the coming weeks or they had a big tournament, whatever. So it's really
yeah,
interesting how it like plays out.
some of their travel schedule, and it depends on the tournament week. If it's a big
Yeah.
PGA Tour tournament, then some of these
That's why
guys will
most of
like
them are like throughout the week,
opt
the
out. Yeah, yeah,
TGL
and
events.
they're early. The TGLs are typically Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, this season. So I put their little logos next to the team name. If you want to
Nice, Dad.
jump in here, B. I'll take Atlanta. You take Boston. So the Atlanta team, like we said, and there's 4, but only 3 of them play. Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, Billy Horschel, Lucas Glover.
Yeah, I really like the Boston team with Rory, Hideki, Keegan, and Adam Scott.
They
I think they're
should
gonna
win
be
more.
good, dude.
Yeah, they should win more.
It's gonna be good.
And then Jupiter
This is the
Lynx.
entertainment team right here.
Yeah, this is the entertainment team because the 4th guy, there's been
Kids.
talk about him needing to be replaced, but it's Tiger Woods, Max Homa, Tom Kim, Kevin Kisner. Yeah, big entertainment team on Jupiter Lynx. Um, I don't think they win much, but
Is Tiger even healthy to do this?
I don't know. There's some questions. So let's take a look at that because if it's just Max Homa, Tom Kim, and Kevin Kisner, that team's going to get rolled.
Yeah. Well,
So
Homa's getting a little better, but Tom Kim had a rough year, so we'll see how
yeah,
that goes. But
Tom
then,
Kim does play well on this
yeah,
simulator format. It's interesting.
because there's no pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah,
He doesn't
right.
actually have to do well.
Exactly.
But
All right.
there's a pot. They do win money.
They do win money. Yeah, they're not playing it out of the kindness of their hearts for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to maybe look and see what they earn.
Yeah. And then moving on, the Los Angeles Golf Club with Colin Morikawa, Sahith Theegala, Tommy Fleetwood, and Justin Rose.
It's a good team.
That is also
It's a little interesting that Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose are on the LA team, being English and all. So that's some travel for them,
the
but
least
whatever.
English place ever.
Yeah, right. And then I think there's the last 2 teams. Yes, last 2 teams. The New York Golf Club. Yeah, you would think that like Fleetwood and Rose would be on the New York Golf Club, kind of a sister city to London, whatever. But anyway, New York Golf Club is Xander Schauffele, Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Cameron Young. This could be a sneaky team.
Could be a sneaky good team. Yeah.
The way Cameron Young's playing right now.
Yeah. And Fitzy.
Yeah. And if Xander gets back to doing
Xander
things. Fowler had a good season last year with the PGA. This could be, because there are odds out for who wins the TGL right now, overall winners, like league winners. So check and see what those odds are.
I'm doing it right now if you want to go through the rest.
Yeah, I'll do the Bay while you look at that because that could be a sneaky play right there. The Bay Golf Club, representing the San Francisco area, right? Yes. Is Ludwig Oberg, Wyndham Clark, Shane Lowry, Minwoo Lee. I can see this group struggling a little bit. Minwoo didn't finish the season that great. Neither did Wyndham Clark. Lowry's always steady.
Wyndham Clark didn't have a good year at all, actually.
No.
Dad.
He played okay in the fall. He played some fall events, which gives some hope to him figuring it out. But he has a long way to go to figure it out. Oberg will do good things. So this team is going to rely probably on Oberg and Lowry.
Yeah. So according to BetMGM, the odds to win, Atlanta and Boston are tied at +300, and then LA, New York, and the Bay are tied at plus 450, and Jupiter Link's Tigers team is dead last at plus 900.
Jeez. What was New York?
New York is plus 450.
Oh man, 4.5 to 1 is not bad for this. Yeah, yeah. There may be a sprinkle in our future, the show on this team because I like the way that they're playing right now. Um, Atlanta, I think they got hot last season and just embraced the format, especially Justin
What you
Thomas
need
and
to
and
do,
and,
yeah.
and Billy Horschel. They really did. Um, so I think now that everybody's a little bit more comfortable with it, the format, the simulator, and everything, and the way these guys are playing, Cam Young and Fitzpatrick and Schauffele, there may be a sprinkle on that plus 450.
I'm I'm so excited to have Patrick Cantlay on my television mic'd up.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
he's
just
yeah.
quality entertainment.
That
And
is an interesting team because you got two
it will.
guys that are very outgoing and vocal and
Yeah,
demonstrative in Justin Thomas and Billy Horschel, and then you got two guys that are a little bit more subdued in Patrick Cantlay and Lucas Glover. Glover can get a little fiery, but he doesn't that often. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for him. But Cantlay is like,
can't mute.
yeah, no emotion
No,
whatsoever.
it's
And
just like
the
brick.
only time we've ever
Just a
seen it was
brick.
like the only time we've ever seen it though is like the Ryder Cup, the last 2 years,
Well,
right?
the Ryder Cup brings emotion out in anyone, I would
Yeah,
hope.
yeah. I mean,
If not, you're actually a brick.
like he was getting into it, the one in Italy,
Yeah,
Cantlay.
4 years
So
ago.
yeah, at least he was showing some emotion there. Yeah, so that's TGL. I may do either some Instagram posts on odds. Now, the other thing with that is where I have found some value in the first season is let me go back. When they get to the singles. So holes 1 and 9, there's not 1 through 9, there's not that much value in the alternate shot play. But when they get to the singles matches, if you're watching and you can bet live, a lot of times you can find some good value on, the underdog, I guess, to win either both the holes that they're in or at least one hole that they're in to win the next hole, whatever. So if you're into it, if you like it, watch it before you do it. Anything, but that's where I personally found value last year is the live betting on the singles matches. So just a little tidbit, and probably the final thing we can say for now on the TGL, we'll have our picks. We didn't do any picks for Sunday. We probably should have. I'll probably do some in game with this. But if I was going to target a player, it would be whoever's matched up with, I don't know. If you can find some plus odds on Cam Young or Matt Fitzpatrick against like a Justin Thomas or Patrick Cantlay, that may be worth a fire
Yeah,
in those singles matches. I don't think they have singles matches odds posted yet because they usually do it in game, like live odds.
yeah,
So whatever app you use typically will have your live odds for every sport that's being played in the moment. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I want to really pay attention to season 2. There's a lot going on, I know, with like football and playoffs and stuff like that. But yeah,
yeah.
it should be good. It's something else
It will.
to. I'm
Especially
going to
during
set.
the week, it's something to watch as college football is ending, as the NFL is wrapping up. It's
Yeah,
sports.
because
If
there won't be.
if you're sports people like us and we need something to watch all the time, we love this. This
Yeah,
is
if this is
great.
like a Tuesday, Wednesday TGL, then heck yeah,
Yeah, it got our
sign.
fix in.
Yeah, sign me up. So, all right, B. Anything else we want to touch on?
No, sir.
We gave a lot of info out to people, so
Sure did.
that's what we're here for. Hopefully, for bringing different levels different ways to be entertained in the world of sports, with the off season or the other sports. It's not. I know football's king in America, but it's winding down. So everybody's got to find different ways. There's other sports that are seasonal that are really difficult to watch. I'm liking some hockey. Um, so
When our abs are insane.
yeah, so
They're nuts.
I've watched a lot more of that
So
than
good, dude.
I typically do. I'm an old not angry, but I'm an old old school NBA guy, so I can't watch today's game. It's ridiculous to me. I like the Jordan era where it was the bad boys with the Detroit Pistons, and you're getting clothesline coming down the lane, and now you just like lay a
Just
finger on.
just
Yeah,
watch Oklahoma City play basketball.
and you'll know what I'm talking
It's
about.
all you got to do.
It's
Just go
ruined.
watch SGA.
Yeah,
And
the NBA
everyone, they
is.
call him a foul merchant, and everyone knows it. I can say this confidently, and no one's going to disagree with me. But
I think that's his nickname, right? The foul
he's a
merchant.
foul merchant. Yeah,
He
he's
is,
the foul
and
merchant.
this is where the NBA has gotten to, where they actually
Yes.
created the phrase "foul merchant." You never heard that in the '90s,
So
or
funny.
right? So yeah, if there has to be a phrase called "foul merchant" created, then the game is just number one is soft, 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 soft. I mean, it's not even tissue paper soft. It's like cotton ball soft. Um, and the problem is the referees have bought in. They could have done away with it a long time ago, but the style of play is unwatchable.
That's bad.
So
We need
we will
the
not cover the NBA. I don't care if the Nuggets make the playoffs. I'll watch it, I guess, if the Nuggets make the playoffs, whatever. But just because Jokic is so much fun to watch. So otherwise,
they had a good game last night.
take that stuff and sell it to somebody else. I don't care. I'll watch it. NHL. NHL is a real sport, real men taking pucks to the face and still playing. Like NBA guys would die. They would be like out. They would be out for like months if they took a puck to the face.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Probably.
So that's my rant. Man, I should make that into a short. I love that rant. I'm going to do it. You may see
We'll
that
cover it.
on YouTube here shortly in the next couple days, because that's how much I despise the NBA. It's the worst. It's a terrible sport.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough watch.
It is. Okay. Man, Brandon, you get me on my soapbox sometimes.
I know.
That was the old man on his
I don't know
lawn
if I did that. I don't know if
yelling
that
at
was me.
clouds. Well, I started talking about
I
other
think
sports.
you did that yourself. Yeah,
I might
you
have.
got yourself on your own. You fired yourself up.
Well, you youngsters that like the NBA, but even you don't. I mean, you're that age.
I liked the NBA when it was 16, and the Warriors were not losing games, and it was actually fun to watch.
Yeah. I would say the Warriors were probably the
That
last.
was for me. That was the last time. Oh, and then when the Nuggets won the NBA Finals
Yes.
back in 2023,
Yeah. They brought me back in on that, but just for the playoff run. So if you guys want to call me a casual and I don't know the NBA, then that's fine. Because
but
I don't.
the 2016 Warriors run was awesome.
Yeah, and with the style that they play right now, I don't want to know the NBA game. Don't
I
teach
have
me
a
it.
I have a hot take.
Yeah,
I think the 2016 Warriors are better than the 96 Bulls.
you're high. You're no. You just don't know,
I don't think they compete with that level of shooting with
dude.
Kevin Durant, Klay
Okay,
Thompson, and
number
Steph
one,
Curry. I don't think
there's
they compete with that level of
there's
shooting.
not a player on the Warriors that can guard Jordan. Number one in that group.
Draymond Green.
No, come on.
Dude, Draymond won. I think he got Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Draymond would be so lost guarding Jordan. Jordan would score 40 on him per game.
Oh, it's Kawhi. I'm so wrong.
Yeah. So no, even Kawhi.
He was up there.
No. Yeah, Brandon, you need to go
Okay,
back.
okay. Who guards Steph? Who guards Steph?
I'm trying to think of the Bulls team. I'd have to go back and look, but that team was.
Who guards Steph? Who guards Klay? Who guards Kevin Durant? That's 3 players that can all score when the ball touches their hands. You
Yeah.
have to guard 3 players compared to Michael Jordan's 1. The Bulls' 1
Yeah.
player.
Nope. Yeah, but that one
Ooh.
player is the greatest player to ever play the game, and he would take over games. You gotta go back and watch the '96 Bulls.
Yeah, but people weren't scoring. Players back then were not scoring on the level that Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant were that year. It wasn't happening. Any night, you could have had 2 players drop 40 points.
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it. Different game. Different game. Yeah.
It is a
They would have
different
been
game.
they would have been guarded different by the '96 Bulls. Now, okay, do you use the 2016 rules or do you use the 1996 rules? So, the game's called
I
different.
don't think that even matters. I don't think because
Mm,
the whole time that ball's not even getting brought into the paint with the Warriors. They're just gonna swing that thing around, let Steph Curry run through screens or let Klay Thompson run through screens. I don't. How much have you watched of Kevin Durant play basketball? That dude is freaky.
I know, but enough to know that, yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't think
Give
you
give
guard.
me
I don't think
give
you
me
guard those 3 players in their prime.
give me the greatest player of all time, and yeah, 96 Bulls, the best team ever in the history of of the NBA, and
They
it's not
lost
even
9.
close.
They lost 9 games.
Yeah, what so? Yeah, look at their roll through the NBA playoffs. Yeah, that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell right there. We should like ask Chat GPT or Grok who would
Dude, they
win.
came back from a 3-1 lead in the finals against prime LeBron.
See, yeah, but the Bulls would not have even lost 3 games, the '96 Bulls. So,
It's
should
tough.
I ask Grok right now who would win?
Yeah, see what AI says.
Who would
Let me chat GPT it.
win a series between? This is compelling. Between the 1996 Chicago Bulls versus what, the 2016
It was 2016, yeah.
Golden, whoop, got to spell right. Golden State Warriors. All right, here we go. This is from Grok, which is X's AI, not ChatGPT.
Hmm.
This hypothetical 7-game series remains one of the most debated matchups ever. So here we go. I mean, at least we are debating it. Era and rules factor. We brought that up. Hey, I mean, at least we're analyzing it right. Experts in simulation opinions split sharply. This is Grok's verdict. The 1996 Bulls win a 7-game series in 6 or 7 games.
That's what ChatGPT said.
Mm-hmm.
They said,
Jordan's.
but ChatGPT gave a but. They said if the Warriors get hot from 3 for multiple games, they could absolutely win.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Well, and even Grok said the Warriors shooting would steal games, but Chicago's proven killers. Yeah, I mean, you had Pippen. Pippen could guard anybody. Pippen would guard Durant. So Durant's guarded, non-factor. Jordan's unstoppable scoring is what they
I
say.
don't know if Pippen guards Durant.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Pippen locks
Was
Durant
there
up.
any dude in the NBA at that time that was 6'9" and freakishly athletic?
Dude, Pippen. I'm telling you who he is. Yeah. Pippen was arguably as good as Jordan at what he did. So let's
Kevin
see.
Durant 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan. That's kind of hard to guard.
Yeah,
Kinda
Pippen's
hard.
6'8", but bigger than Durant, a lot bigger, about 230 pounds. Wingspan 7'3". So
Okay.
Pippen was freakish. Pippen was good. He would have locked Durant. Yeah, for sure. Durant doesn't play defense. That's the other problem is nobody on the Warriors, except for maybe Draymond, tries to play defense. But yeah, Jordan, they're unguardable. So there you go. AI knows more than we do. statistical analysis,
I
and
guess.
yeah, there you go. It says Pippen had an elite physical profile that made him one of the most versatile defenders in NBA history. There you go. Lockdown, Durant. Durant's locked. Clay's probably locked by Jordan. Jordan was all defensive NBA. I don't know how many years in a
I don't think
row.
Durant was even on that team, actually.
Jordan
Now that I think about
cared.
it. Durant wasn't on that team, now that I think about it.
Well, there you go. Jordan cared about defense. He's not missing a layup and
Now,
whining to the
the
officials as the
question
play goes
is,
all the way down the court like some other players.
the question is, does Steve Kerr coach or does he play or do both?
Well, I mean, yeah, he would probably play because he was on the 1996 team.
He was the coach of the 2016 Warriors.
I know.
So they don't get a coach?
No.
No? You would say no coaches?
No, you got to go to the first assistant.
It's street ball?
Yeah. Well, wasn't it the 1996 coach?
So you're not going to let them have Phil Jackson?
No, they get Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson wasn't a player like he was way back in the day.
The Warriors don't
in the
get Steve
70s.
Kerr?
No, because Kerr's playing. Kerr's got to play.
So
Because you got to have all your players available.
They don't get a coach?
No, because he played after he retired.
Okay, so you're giving them the best head coach of all time, and he was a great head
shooter.
coach in Steve Kerr.
Well,
So you're going to give them their greatest coach of all time and not the Warriors also one of the greatest coaches of all times?
Yeah, but I don't even know if
that doesn't make sense.
Chat doesn't figure in coaches.
Well, I do. Because this is because I'm not an AI.
Yeah, but you got to give each team you wouldn't take one player off of the Warriors. So if you take Kerr off the Warriors, then you got to take Clay off the Bulls. Then you got to take Clay off the Warriors.
Clay wasn't coming off the bench.
You got to give them their full roster of players.
Clay wasn't coming off the bench.
Coaches don't matter.
Clay was not coming off the bench. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, Bulls win. Bulls win in 6 or 7.
Yeah, probably.
Both AIs predicted it. So, all right, young man. We got to get ready to go to dinner. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us. Go back and listen to this compelling argument that B and I just had and the rest of the show on YouTube. See the replay there. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and then the share button. Let people know about it. And then if you're listening on Spotify, hit the follow and the like and the share over there as well. So we'll be back probably next Tuesday in our regular spot to review this weekend's action, talk about the TGL.
I might not be here.
Brandon may not be here, so it could be me solo. You would get 35 minutes of me solo, but we'll figure it out. And that's why we have 3 hosts. I mean, we get things done.
Yes.
We got to keep the show rolling. We got to keep our super fans entertained. So, but once again, thank you everybody for joining us. Enjoy the weekend.
Very late Christmas.
Yeah, the holiday festivities continue. So, thanks again, everybody, and we will talk to you next week.